Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm just doing a few things. I'm a tiny bit live early because only about like 15 minutes or so. But I have a project I'm working on with somebody else, and we need to get that done. So, and we're in different time zones. That's always the hard part. I feel like I wish we were all on the same time zone because it is really difficult when you're doing work with other people or just trying to connect and you're on a different like times. Like somebody that I'm working with is like 3 hours ahead of me, and I'm like, oh, like it's so difficult, right? So that's why I'm a little bit early with my live here, and I'm just pulling this up on my iPad so I can see comments. There I am. Uh-oh. Am I still live? Everything good? Am I here? Let me see, you guys. What's happening? Let's refresh. Let's come here. Hello. Hey, Daisy. Thank you for emailing me back. I'm dropping your stuff in the mail today. So it's on my desk, and I will get it in the mail to you, as well as Kathy Brown, if you're watching, or if you catch the replay, your stuff is going in the mail today too. Finally, I feel like finally everything's mailed out. Like, there'll be another big wave next week, I'm sure, but I'm like, these are the last. I have 3 packages, and I'm like, these are the last packages that have to go out. Hey, Amanda. Okay, so yay, I'm so glad you guys are here. So let's catch up with a few things. I might have a couple deliveries in the middle of our live today. I have a Stampin' Up package that I am receiving today, and the very last piece of furniture for this room, for this office, is being delivered today. So I am very excited. I have a shelf that's being delivered, and then some containers, and it is the IKEA order that I placed in May, the very end of May. And they were like, yeah, we will totally ship it to you, but you won't get it till the middle of July. So it's actually coming a little bit earlier than I was expecting it. So that's really great. So the last piece of furniture will be put in here this weekend, and I'll get that situated. And then the very last things that we need to do is the wall treatment that we put up. It has seams, like I think it's every like 12 feet, there are seams, and we have to seal those so that they're less obvious. And then we have to put the trim up, and the window, like the seals around the window. So there's like a window, I don't know, like a ledge, you know what I mean? So the sealing of the seams and the trim work is not going to get done till this fall when the kids go back to school, because y'all, I cannot do another house project anywhere on our property, outside or inside, with these kids under our feet, asking a million questions, needing a million things. So we're just like, when they go back to school, we'll do the trim, and that will be really easy. So I'm really, really excited to be able to show you guys a room tour. I will probably do that before I get the trim and the windows finished, because literally, like, that's going to be like, I mean, it might not even be until like January or February of next year. And so I want to show you guys, but all of the shelvings, like all the shelf pieces are up. All of the decor pieces are up. I'm really glad that I did not do a tour sooner than this, because I've really had to live in this space. I just recently, last week, in fact, last Friday, I ripped something completely apart and redid it. It was a massive thing. It was like a 4-hour process, and it's all my stuff that's behind me, my cube unit and all of that's behind me. And I redid that to work better. And then there's just been some things that living in this space I definitely had to live in it to like get to and like tweak it a little bit. So I'm excited about that. So if I get deliveries, no worries. I'll just grab them and then jump right back to it. Let's see. Lori says, I'm jealous trying to plan out my craft room redo. It's a lot of work, Lori. I don't know if you're in a bigger space or a smaller space, but I mean, really, the size of it really doesn't matter in a sense. It's really what works for you, right? Like, I've always had a space. When I first started, I had 2 milk crates that fit under our hutch in our living room, and that's all the supplies I had. And like under the hutch was my little area, and I, had stuff that was organized in the bins, and like I would pull those out and scrapbook on the living room floor. I'm too old to do that now, you guys. Like my back can't take it. And then as the stuff progressed, then I've had different areas. And some of them this is the biggest space I've ever been in. And by far this is the first space I've ever had dedicated furniture. And it's been years and years of like tweaking this and using this and upgrading this and updating that, So, and it takes so long. Daisy said, she reorganized hers yesterday and it took all day. It totally it does like that. The little tiny thing I did last Friday, it took 4 hours. And I was like, how is this possible? So anyways, I'll be excited to share with you guys a room tour. And I will probably do that maybe next month as when I can get it filmed. I'm really behind on things. Okay, so let's dive into a couple updates. First of all, I wanted to show you guys this right here. This is the Meadow Moments embossing folders. There's 2 of them. And you can see that design, the butterfly, and then the leaves. This will fit in the mini cut and emboss machine from Stampin' Up! That's coming out later this year. This is my ordering special for this month. If you spend $65 with me before shipping and tax, you will get this set of embossing folders from me for free. So that is, I just wanted to mention that. I forgot to print out my little flyer. And so this is what you will get. So that is, I wanted just to share that. My catalog is already getting so beat up, you guys. I think there's a page. Yeah, look, this page is already coming out of it. It's my favorite page of the whole catalog, but my catalog is getting so beat up. Okay, the next thing I want to share, let me grab it because I forgot to grab it. Are you guys ready for this? This is very exciting. Let me catch up on comments really quick because you're gonna just be very excited when you see this. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! This is the beautiful new holiday catalog. Now this is printed out. It's not the one from Stampin' Up! That probably should be in my mailbox. Wendy got hers yesterday. Wendy Cranford lives down the street from me, and she got hers yesterday. I did not get mine yesterday. She printed this out, and I had a meeting with her over the weekend. We chatted about, actually it wasn't over the weekend, it was on Monday. We chatted about our paper share because we're getting all of that situated, our paper party for the holiday catalog. And this was sitting on her desk and I stole it. I was like, oh, I think I need this copy of this catalog. And she laughed and she was like, yeah, it's fine. You can have it. I mean, she printed it and it's very nicely printed. It's double paged and it's on really thick computer paper. So I was like, thanks so much for the catalog. But it's been nice because I've needed to plan out my stuff. This is a really amazing catalog. I am in love with it. I think it is fabulous. There are some amazing returning products and there are some really amazing products. So I'm very excited. We're in the process already. All week long, we have been doing our paper party planning. We have upped our game with our paper party, you guys. So if you have not signed up to do our paper party, let me just explain to you. Not only do you get all of the designer paper in a brand new catalog, you get a card kit to go with it. And then we have added tons of new content. The entire day of the live event, because we do a live event and we craft with you, the entire day of the live event, there are at least 10 videos that are going to be posted with content that will be exclusive to the party. We're very excited about it. It took us a little bit to, with anything, when you start something new, you have to go through it and live it and figure it out. And we just had a very big, like, sit down. Like, I don't want to, like, I was going to make some, like, mafia, like, reference, you know, we had a big sit down. But we did. We sat down and really hammered out how we could add more content for the people joining. And I'm ecstatic. So that's one of the things that it's like a deadline this weekend. I have to get my exclusive videos filmed, projects designed and filmed this weekend to have to her by Monday. But I'm very excited. So I'm excited. I was so excited. I absolutely stole the catalog. I absolutely did. I had no shame in stealing that catalog. Okay, last update, you guys. If you did not see, I posted yesterday the Blessed to Craft projects for this month. And they look like so. It is Christmas in July, which I love. We all need a little joy right now, don't we? Like, we could all use a little Christmas joy. As you know, it is my favorite time of the year. I love from about September through January is my favorite time of the year. It cools down, it gets rainy, it gets cold. The Christmas lights, the colors, the baking, the family, the friends, the shopping, like, it's just all so much, right? And I've mentioned that I've struggled the last month has been, well, the last 2 months have been pretty difficult. And I just feel like we need some joy right now. Like, we just need some crafty joy. So this month, the projects are Christmas themed. And let me show you the cards. The great thing about the Blessed to Craft monthly make and take is I get to use whatever product for the kits that I want because you're not required to have them. So for example, this card right here, it uses the new jar punch, but you'll notice this die is retired and it's one of my favorites. I have it in my stash. I don't mind using it because you're going to get this piece to stamp on. So you're not required to have this die to make this card. And that's what I really love about the Blessed to Craft is that I can use some retired products such as dies, or even in this one, I'm including these gold stars, and we don't have gold glimmer paper anymore, which I feel like should be against the law, but we don't. So I stocked up on it and it'll be fun for you guys to get this. This is a fun fold card. You guys liked the tri-fold card I did last month so much that we did this. I stamped mine a little bit wrong. I should have stamped it a little bit more over, but that's okay. I was trying to get these designed. And then there is this one with the snowflake, which again is retired. So the snowflake is retired and you'll get that. So the Blessed to Craft monthly make and take program or club or whatever you want to, whatever title you want to put on it, is basically you sign up. It's $25 a month. You get $20 in product. So the $5 covers my kit pieces and really not even really so much. It doesn't cover it completely. At times if I happen to use like glimmer paper. And then it also covers your shipping for your product, for your package. So I ship all of that to you, and then I do a live. The timeline has shifted a tiny bit this month. I had my timeline a little too scrunched. So the live for the project will always be on the 28th now instead of the last Friday of the month. So if the 28th falls on a Wednesday, that week you'll get a live from me on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If the 28th falls on Tuesday, I won't do a live on Monday. I'll do it on Tuesday and Friday, kind of thing. And then let me show you the products that you get this month. So you get a quarter pack of this beautiful paper here that has lots of wood grains and fun textures. And you could even do like Christmas cards. You could do like a gray and like navy themed Christmas cards. Those are always really pretty, but this is actually what would be considered half a pack of designer paper because this is a specialty set of paper. And so instead of just having 12 sheets, it actually, you get more than that because it has more in a pack. And so it's just about what a half a pack would be. So you get a lot of designer paper this month, lots of fun designs to work with, lots of wood grains that are really pretty. So you get a quarter pack of that. You get a brand new roll of linen thread. This is great for Christmas cards, especially like country feeling Christmas cards. I love that. And then one of my favorite ever, which is the gold glimmer enamel dots. These are amazing. So you get a full pack of that. So that's the product you get, and then you get card kits to make all of these. So there is a link, there will be a link in the YouTube description, and then also I will do all of my links for the Facebook page here once I get done here. So that's what I'll do. You can sign up. It's the Blessed to Craft monthly. If you sign up, make sure you email me if you don't hear from me within 24 hours. I always send out like a welcome email, and then you finish your payment. You finish signing up. And if you don't hear from me, then make sure you email me. Hey, Tammy. Okay, guys, so I would love for you guys to share this video if you're here on Facebook. I think that this month I will get back to doing my PDFs for you guys on Fridays. I think that I can manage that. And then our giveaways on Fridays. I, for a while, was giving something away every Friday, and I think I will get back to that. So that will be good. And then I'll hopefully have the Friday PDF for you guys. And I know that was really helpful for you guys. So I would love for you to share it if you're here on Facebook. If you are on YouTube, please just take a moment to give me a thumbs up. That really helps my YouTube channel. It helps YouTube recognize my videos and my channel. And then if you're not subscribed on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe. So let's dive in and do some crafting. So today I'm going to use both of these. Now this is the Birds and Branches set, and I have the dies. This is the set that, okay, I didn't love it. In fact, Wendy for our annual paper share wanted to use this stamp, and I was like, no, I don't like it. I don't like bird stamps. She's crazy about birds. Anything that has to do with birds, she's all over it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like I gave her the whole speech. Like, you got to compromise. You can't just use all the stamps you love. Like, I can't use that stamp. I don't know. Like, I freaked out. And she was like, okay, take it down a notch. We won't use it. Then I started seeing everybody use it. And I was like, oh, it's kind of cute. I bought the stamp set, not thinking I really would need the dies. So I didn't buy the dies. What in the world? What was I doing? And then I was like, oh my gosh, I need the dies too. So I didn't save 10% because this is a bundled product and you could totally save 10%. And I didn't because I bought them separately. So then I ended up getting it and I really love it. So then I felt bad that I freaked out and was like, we can't use that for our paper party. Our paper party ended up being fine, but you know what I mean? So we're using this and the dies, and I'm going to have to get up in the middle of my project to go to my Big Shot to cut this out, okay? Just so you guys know. We are going to, so we'll use this, and then I talked about this when I did my annual catalog like tour. This is a grandkid, right? Which I don't have grandkids. Don't have them. So you think like, oh, like it's not a stamp set for me right away. But really, when you look at it, there's To an Amazing Grandson. There is To an Extraordinary Granddaughter. And then there is Best Grandkid Ever. So there's 3 out of this set that I particularly could not use. But there's so many other ones that are amazing. We Must Be Related. I love that. No amount of money could ever show how much I love you, but here's some anyways. That could be for anybody. Like, that is like just so fun. I love the congratulations. I love this happy birthday and you are so loved. So this has great sentiments and so proud of you. I just think that they're great. So I grabbed this one. So this is what we're going to use. And then the other thing we're going to do is we are going to make a long, skinny card. Okay. Hi, Izzy. Hey, Mom. My mom popped on here. This Jeannie is my mom, if anybody's wondering. Somebody said to me last time, like, you said your mom was there, but I didn't know what person was your mom. Okay, so this is 7 inches. I cut this stuff a while ago and I forgot what it was. 7 inches by 8.5 inches is what your card base is going to be. And I'm using Whisper White cardstock. We're going to fold this in half. And then I'll just use my bone folder. Flip it over. I have a blue spot on there, so we'll use this side. Okay, so it's a long skinny card, which is fun. And then it works out to be 3.5 wide. Okay, and I love that. A little bit different. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I took some Misty Moonlight, I almost said designer paper. This is not designer paper. This is cardstock. Okay, so some Misty Moonlight cardstock, okay, and I want it to go on the front here. I want a little bit of a border. So you can see that this is embossed, but it's only embossed to here. And all I did was I took the embossing folder and I put it in there as far as it would go. And then you don't want to put it all the way up to the edge because it won't close properly. There's like this little sliver that is not part of the embossing. So you just tuck it up to the top there and then run it through your Big Shot, and I just went all the way to here and then I ran it back through so it wouldn't get a funky like line on the bottom. And this is a 3D folder, so it's really thick, and then you have it embossed, which is totally fine. It doesn't need to be embossed on both sides. If you wanted it to, you would just emboss it halfway and then flip it over and emboss it the second way. I'm not so great with that because I always mess it up. Like, it's always a mess. So I was like, let's just do this halfway. So this is the fun foam that I get. It's 9 by 12. You get it in the craft, or I get it in the craft section at Walmart. It's, you know, pretty, it's not too thick. It's pretty thin, actually. And what I want to do is just add a piece to the back of my card. Hey, Kathy. Oh, I cut it too small. Never fails, right? Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I am going to use my snail. I'm working through the last of my snail. Okay, that should be good. So let's put this on here, and we're gonna pop this piece up. And you just wanna make sure that it is adhered because this is embossed. So, you know, it's a little bit, the cardstock is pressed out and there's texture to it. So you just want to make sure that that is really attached. And then we'll add this piece here. To the front. On Monday, I'm going to have a card for you guys. I'm going to make a circle card. Okay, so just press this down. And can you guys see that texture? I'm loving this already. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is get up and get the designer paper that I need to use because apparently I don't have a piece. So hold on 1 second. Here it is. I put it up. Okay. I sure did. This is the exact piece I needed. I had just put it up. So now I'm going to use some of the designer paper. This is the Misty Moonlight designer paper. It comes in 6x6. Okay. So this piece is 3 inches by 4 inches. That can't be right. That does not look right. 4 inches. It wasn't. See, 3.5. Sorry, guys. 3.5 by 4 inches. And I want to put this here. I'm using the wood grain side. And I want to put this like that. Okay, so now we're going to do some stamping and some die cutting. So the next piece that I have this piece that is a scalloped, stitched circle piece. And I'm going to put this right here. But let's do some of our stamping and die cutting. So we need a piece of Whisper White. And then we're going to take the stamp set. Okay, I need crumb cake, which is behind me. Crumb cake. Okay, so the first thing we're going to stamp is the nest. And I'm doing that in crumb cake. We're going to stamp all of this just on one piece. Oh, I knew it did that. See, I was trying to... Okay, let me see if I got to get right over this, you guys. Dang it. If you stamp on a little piece of foam, it can help that. Let me just see if I can salvage this situation. Not perfectly, but I'm going to go with it. So we have the nest, and then we need Misty Moonlight. I guess I put some of these away, and I didn't mean to. Okay, so this one's going to be for the bird. Now, I like it that you don't have to color these birds. Like, see? We're going to stamp in Misty Moonlight. Then we're going to take... Well, we're going to put some of this stuff away because I will put my whole hand in the ink. Okay, then we're going to take Blushing Bride and this piece of the bird. Oh, I hear the microwave going. So, who knows what my kids are doing. Now, I don't know if that's the exact piece that's supposed to go there. I mean, there's like all these pieces. And I'm like, I don't really know. But you guys, I'm just winging it. Like, it's handmade. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now we want to take these. And this is Pool Party. And we're going to stamp those. And it doesn't matter how we stamp them because we're going to cut them out. Okay, so what we need from the dies is we need the nest, we need the eggs, and then we need this outline bird, right? Yep. Okay, so let me grab some washi tape. I just have a roll of washi tape somewhere right here. And I just keep this right by my Big Shot, and I just use it. I mean, a lot of times I'm impatient, you guys, and I just try to run it through the Big Shot without taping it. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. I just got to find the edge. There it is. Washi tape is a really low tack adhesive. So most of the time, you won't have a problem. So I just keep this by my Big Shot. And then can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm a little off camera. Okay, so we line the die up. And then I just like to put a little bit, just enough to hold that die. You don't have to put it over your whole, this can't be the right one. It's going the wrong way. I think it's this die. There we go. Okay, so place this here. And then here's the nest, which is probably the most forgiving image here. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my Big Shot and cut it out. So no worries, I'm still here. It just, my Big Shot is farther away from me now. So we just run this through. Oh, I feel like that die shifted a tiny bit. Dang it. No worries. I just dropped my plate. No worry. Oh, but I did drop an image. Okay. No, I didn't. Okay. At least the plate didn't hit my foot. Okay. Did I lose one of these? I might have lost one of these eggs. Here's this. Here's this. And here's this. I think I did. Let me go find it. Here's this. Okay, hopefully I can find it. Yep, found it. Okay. See, no big deal. We got it. Okay, so let's finish putting this card together. Okay, so we have our images. Okay, so this piece we're gonna add a lot of adhesive to, because again, yeah, I think my mom was right. I think it was popcorn, which I feel like it's a little bit early to be having popcorn, but they're not killing each other and they're not bothering me. So, okay. Next, we need to add our sentiment to this piece. And we're gonna do So Proud of You. And we're gonna do that in Misty Moonlight. Okay, I gotta get right over the image, guys. Or right over the paper. Oh, it's a tiny bit crooked. Okay, so we have our sentiment. Now we'll add this piece, and I'm gonna make this piece flat because I'm gonna pop up some of these images. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm gonna put this right here towards the side. Okay. And now I wanna pop this piece up, and I will use dimensionals to do that. And I'm putting quite a few on here. Maybe more than is necessary. Okay, now this is gonna go right here and it's gonna hang off the edge a tiny bit. And then our bird is gonna go right here. And then these little guys, I need two of them to do that. And then I need a dimensional to go on the back of one of these. Now, does a whole one fit? Sort of, but sort of not. So let's just trim it a tiny bit. Yeah, that works. Okay, So now we're going to put one here. I'm not pressing it in case I need to move it. I think this is, yeah, see, I need to move this one down a tiny bit. And then we'll put the one with the dimensional. And it's going to set sort of on top of the nest. And that looks pretty good. So the last thing we want to do my mom never sticks around for the whole thing. I think she loses interest. She's like, yeah, whatever you're doing, that's great. But it's like she pops in to show her support. It's just funny. I crack up. Okay, so a little bit of Wink of Stella on there. And then you want to be careful when you're using Wink of Stella, because when it touches the ink, it will definitely reactivate that ink and it can spread. So then that is the card for today. Don't you think it's so cute? I never would have thought that I would have liked that stamp set. I think I am going to add some Wink of Stella, because you know why? This spot right here that I messed up is bothering me. And if I add a little bit of Wink of Stella, it'll either highlight the problem or, like I said, reactivate the ink and help it. And I think it's just highlighting the problem. Okay. I should have just left it, I'm sure. Super cute, right? And I love this size card. It's so fun to do something different with our card making instead of just the standard size card. You can either make an envelope for this, or it will fit into like a regular legal size envelope, which is super fun. I know, right, Daisy? Like, I'm so proud of myself. It's not usually what I do. So now my mom's getting defensive. I just like giving her a hard time. I have to fix lunch. I can hear her voice. I have to fix lunch. I'm cracking up. Okay. So on Monday, I am going to do a circle card, because these different size cards are just fun. So on Monday, you'll see me do a circle card, and that will be fun to see. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to pop off of here now. I'll put all the links up in the description, and then I will get this uploaded to YouTube. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I will be back on Monday to share with you again. And if you have any questions or need any help with getting an order in or anything like that, please just contact me and I will be happy to help. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.